rocket like rocket fuel.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in... This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Hands up! You need key! 54 miles. Here we go!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go, 368. Check 13. Check 13. Kill.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, come on. Hey, you got to get moving. Fight this. Line 54.
So Dalton now. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Andy Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Let's go, D.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. All go special.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Evans, and the Bengals will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. In on the stop, Bradley McDougall.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Heavy. Watch out. Check.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Dixon with a first down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
On the Seahawks 43-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, pick your game up. Here you go, kid.
And now to the air, Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Out. Check 43. Check. Regular. Check.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Shoot.
Dalton off play action. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and goal at the 3.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bullock will put this one through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Here's Carson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Here we go. Set.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And there we see an early afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 63 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Next the score, Ravens 7, Cardinals nothing.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 26. Murray now on first down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. On first and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
I I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, 27 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run from the pistol with Ingram. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 18. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Murray now. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. It's complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They're running it. Check. What?
First down, Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 40, the 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14-7.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first.
That's going to be a long day.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
36 to Mike.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Set, hut. Hey, hold on. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he floats one there, incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Watch the twist. Wide, get wide. No.
Right. This is Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Ingram again, a first down carry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 32 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Cardinals 7.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that come out of that one, partner, you and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals